Hey there, Michael Griffiths here, founder of Referral Marketing Guru. Are you attracting or are you chasing? Are you going after people because you are seen as the go-to, or are you going after anyone to be able to survive? Hey, pretty easy question to be able to answer. The thing is, if you are attracting, then you are getting people to come to you. It's like you becoming the magnet. Where if you're chasing, it's like you trying to do everything possible just simply to get someone to be able to buy from you. And the way you then go about the activities is really different depending on whether you're a chaser or you're a attractor. And like some people, they love being able to simply cold call, knock on doors. Like that's their thing. Hey, that's what gets them going, and they live and die by the adrenaline of the numbers game. And that's absolutely fine. But there's for a lot of people where knocking on doors, where cold calling, I couldn't think of anything worse. And I'm one of those people too. But it doesn't matter whether you just prefer to chase people or whether you prefer to attract people. It's your style. But what I want to talk about here is the difference. Because I would go that the majority of people, they actually would prefer to be seen as the go-to, to have people coming to them. To all of a sudden be able to wake up and there's emails and there's forms filled in and there's people saying, how could you help me? Rather than them having to go and try to make something happen for that particular day. So attract or chase, what are you doing? Well, let's do this. Let's jump over to the little workbench and let's look at the difference. So I think the big thing, if you were to break this down and say over here, we are chasing people. Okay, so if we're chasing people, what does that actually mean? Well, it means that we don't really have ourselves positioned. We're not really the magnet to bring people to us. So we might do things such as cold call. We might do things such as going to networking events and trying to hand out 100 cards in 5 minutes. We might do things such as door knock. We might do things such as, like, even to the extent of just constantly going promote your stuff on social. Like all of that is a chase type of mentality compared to over here where you want to attract. So I think the big difference between chase and attract starts with the simple fact of, are you known for something? Like if I went to you, what do people see you as? What do your prospects see you as? What do your clients see you as? What are you known for? Because it's really hard to attract people and to be a magnet unless you have started to create the perception that you are something. Hey, we're the number one authority in helping service providers get 100 new clients in 12 months with no ad spend. That's what we're known as. There it is up on the screen again. What are you known as? Because once you start to become known for something, it then becomes really easy to start becoming the next thing that you need. And that is to start becoming a magnet. So just before I go into that, just in case you're not aware and you're not in there already, something that might be worth having a bit of a look at is just simply in our $1 Million Referral Facebook group. So in our $1 Million Referral free Facebook group, we run trainings in there every single week. Like good 30, 40-minute trainings on how to get 100 new clients in the next 12 months without spending a cent on paid ads. The link's just below, going across your screen, facebook.com/groups/Michael Griffiths. So if you want to come learn how to be able to grow your business without having to spend a cent on paid ads, get more clients, make sure you jump into that group for our weekly free training that takes place. Okay, so in the attract part, if you start with the known for, you can then start to become a bit of a magnet. See, we talk about, well, do Facebook ads, do SEO, do pay-per-click, go to networking events, put up blogs, videos, social media. Well, that's fine, But that's not making you a magnet. That's just simply using channels. So what I do when we talk to our guys is simply going, well, how are you a magnet? Plus, what channels are you getting exposure through? So that's where we talk about referral partners. We talk about partnerships. We talk about our networks. We talk about getting mass exposure on podcasts and webinars and speaking and publications. They're all just channels. But to be able to use channels, you've got to have a way to be a magnet first. So a magnet plus channels, which is just simply exposure, that then creates a pool, a pipeline. It fills your audience. So the big difference between the two is if you're chasing, you are simply going after someone who is ready to buy that very moment. And the people who are ready to buy that very moment, it's very far and few between. Like, it'd be great if there was a lot more, but there's not. Where if you are becoming a magnet and you're using channels getting exposure to fill your pool and your pipeline, all of a sudden now, instead, what you're actually doing are finding warm prospects. And I'm sure, just as with you in the past, not all the time have you, when you've had this pain point, needed that solution like instantly, that very second. Sometimes it took you a few days. Sometimes it took you weeks or months. Sometimes you came back to it in a year. But the difference when you chase is that you're after people who are ready to buy from you now. When you start to attract and you set yourself up for being known for something, for being a magnet, for actually focusing on creating a pool, an audience, then that's when all of a sudden, hey, business becomes a little bit easier. You're positioned as something. You're seen as something. Hey, Stan. So you need to think, how do you want your business to be? See, spending money isn't an answer in terms of marketing. Like, a channel is a channel. I want nothing against spending money on paid marketing. It's just not what we do or how we need to do it. It's not what we get our clients to do. There is so much more in terms of strategy and system that needs to be put in place. In terms of, how are you a magnet? How are you filling your pipeline? How are you creating this audience? What do you do when you have this audience? How do you move people, as we say, from being red to yellow to green? So marketing is not about, let's just go and find someone who can buy right now. Like, that's a hard way to market a business. And unfortunately, that's what most people think. And that's why marketing is so hard for them. Simply because there's not a structure, there's not a process, there's nothing set up. So just a quick reminder, if you're not part of our $1 Million Referral Facebook group, just look below. Going across the screen right now, the $1 Million Referral Network Facebook group, facebook.com/groups/Michael Griffiths. We're always running great live training in there for the members of that particular Facebook group, and going in and giving them strategies and tactics to be able to use in terms of being able to get 100 new clients in the next 12 months without spending a cent on paid ads. So make sure you pop over and you come and join us wherever you happen to be watching this right now. If you're on our YouTube channel, perfect. Make sure you subscribe so that you're always keeping up to date with our latest videos. If you're watching this on LinkedIn, on Facebook, make sure you head over, join our Facebook group. If you're watching this on Instagram TV, again, make sure you pop over to Facebook, join our $1 Million Referral Network Facebook group, and get some great tactics and strategies on how to grow your business without spending a cent on paid ads. Hey, hopefully that's been helpful around how to be able to ensure that we are attracting rather than chasing, how to make sure that you're a magnet where you can use channels and get exposure to fill your pipeline, grow your audience, rather than just simply going and trying to find the person who's ready to buy right now. As I said, It's a hard way to market if all you're trying to do is find that person who's ready to buy right now. Okay, guys, that's it from me. Hope to see you over in our $1 Million Referral Network Facebook group, where you have a live training coming up there on Thursday. So every Thursday, we've got a nice live training with tactics on how to be able to get some more clients. So make sure you jump into that group and come and join us. Till next time, take care, and I'll see you real soon. See you later, everyone.